comrades. I am Vishwanathan, doing my MPhil second year in Science Policy Center in School of Social Sciences. So before I start making my presentation, I would like to tender 100 red salutes to Comrade Anish Rajan, an SFI martyr who was killed by the Congress goons while fighting for the rights of the minority Tamilians in Kerala. 100 red salutes for Comrade Rohit, who was fighting ABVP goons when he was protesting eve-teasing. 100 red salutes to Comrade Shudipto Gupta, who laid down his life in the hands of TMC-led West Bengal state government, fighting for campus democracy. Comrades, now let me look at how the union has performed on, let me draw a balance sheet of the union's performance on 3 core student demands. Now one is the hostel issue, and second is the MCM issue, and third is the Viva OSA weightage. Now, see, all 3 issues span across the issues of gender justice, social justice and economic justice. Now, on the issue of hostels, now currently the status says about 1300 students do not have hostels. Now, is it something new to this campus? Now, last time in November, there were 700 students without hostels. Now, where was the root of this crisis? The root of the crisis starts when 54% of intake was increased in this campus in 2008. Who was the union at that time? Who was running that union at that time? It was an ISA-led union. Now this ISA-led union remains silent, which is a shame. Since 2008, they have not done anything, comrades, anything concrete to address this issue. From 2008 until 2011, this issue stays in the back burner. Now, once 2012 arrives, the crisis worsens. Now at this point, what does the union do? It still does nothing. There is a hunger strike. There's a hunger strike, and this address is totally glossed over. They told, there are, 7 hostels are proposed. 7 hostels are proposed in the 12th plan. Now it's still a proposal. We have to understand it's still a proposal. It is not an actual commitment by the administration. Now what these people are doing on the hostel issue is that they are giving us administration's argument as a justification. Now, is this the kind of organization do we want to elect for the union? Now you see, regarding this hostel crisis, in August, the situation has clearly worsened. Now 1300 people do not have hostels. An indefinite hunger strike for NCM happens. Over here, again, criminal silence. A criminal silence on hostel issue. This issue is not even addressed. Not a word by any of the union office bearers on the hostel issue. Now, this is criminal, my dear friends. Now, then we go on to the issue of, how Teflas and Mahimandavi dormitories have been cancelled. Now, if you look at what was the status last year, same time, there were 900 students without hostels. Right now, there are 1300 students without hostels. Now, if you look at the dormitories, there are 2 less dormitories. So this is, in one way, a zero, not even a zero achievement union. It is a negative achievement union on this issue. Now, it's not only a negative achievement union. Ever since the October struggle, I have not seen a single struggle called by the JNUSU Students Union to address this hostel issue. So it is not only a negative achievement union, it is a zero commitment union. So that is the tagline. It is a negative achievement and a zero commitment union. It's a shame that these people are calling themselves left. Now, when people come inside into this campus looking for progressive left politics, okay, what they see over here is a sham. You do not fight for hostels. And you put up a protest for NCM. Again a sham protest. Now I'll come to the issue of NCM. Now, October a struggle happens, a 10-day hunger strike, then a big break. A big break until February. Now February again a protest happens, and these people are going and talking to the administration. The administration says go to the UGC. Now these people buy that argument, take us on a Delhi darshan, a Delhi trip. We are going to UGC. Now UGC says go to MHR. So then we go to MHR. Okay, and outside MHRD we protest, and then MHRD says, go back to your administration. Now with your tails between your thighs, you walk back to the administration asking for the same thing in April. Now, is it not a defeat? It's very shameful, comrades. It's very shameful to call yourselves left. Now they come back to the administration, and then no news since April. No news since April. Okay, and then, later we discover, on July 5th, the administration had communicated to the union that the MCM had increased. From July 5th until a protest was called on the August 13th, the information that the MCM has increased was not conveyed. Now this opens the possibility for bankrupt political organizations like NSUI to take up this issue. And when NSUI comes up with a circular, what does the union do? Does not even give a clarification. We are going and talking to the office bearers. What they are saying is, don't trust in NSUI. Now, if you don't want to trust in NSUI, you should come up with a notification. Okay. Now, on this MCM issue, again, a zero commitment union and negative achievement union. Now, by giving space to organizations like NSUI to take credit for that. Now, comrades, I'll come to the most important issue of social justice, where Viva OC marks. On this Viva OC marks, big things were said. Great songs were sung. But what has happened? What is the ground reality? Now see, one by one, criminal silence has been the hallmark of this union. There has been a lack of unity. There has been unity of action. There is no vision, no political will to actually confront the tasks at hand. We from SFI assure you, we have the creativity to engage with the problems. We assure you that we have the political will to engage with these issues. We assure you, comrades and friends, that we will get hostels. We will arrange for alternative accommodations. We will increase the MCM. We will show you how struggles are done. It's a question not of electing ISA or SFI or DSF. It's a question of reviving the legacy of the JNUSU student movement, comrades. See, before I end my speech, I would like to reiterate the point of politics. I follow Baba Sahib Ambedkar's words. It's educate, agitate, and organize. Now from SFI we say, we will agitate, we will educate, we will organize, we shall fight, we will win. The students united shall always be victorious. Please elect the SFI panel, Rahul N for President, myself Vishwanathan for Vice President, and Gaurav Ghosh for General Secretary. Comrades, remember one line while I part. A union, the organizations in the union that cannot fight for basic student issues can never fight national issues. It's one of rhetorics. Our politics is one of affirmative action and achievements. Comrades, SFI Zindabad, Inqilab Zindabad, study and struggle long live.